Hi there Year 9s, in this video we're looking at simplifying dividing powers. And so here's our first example, and I'm going to show you two ways to work this out. So the first way you can work it out is by, well, first of all, we have to write out the question. That's our expectation, isn't it? So the first way we can work it out is by writing out all of the x's that are timesing. So I've got 6 x's timesing on top and 2 x's timesing on bottom. And we remember that anything divided by itself is 1, so that x cancels out and those 2 x's cancel out. And so we're left with 4 x's timesing on top. So that means we can write our answer as x to the 4. Okay, so that's one method we can use. Another method we can use after we write out the question is we can simply subtract those powers. And so we can go straight to the power of x to the power of 4 because we just subtract. So let's look at this next example and see if we can apply the same principle. So copy out the question, and the power of p when it's by itself is 1, and so we're going to subtract 1 from 5, and so that means we're left with p to the power of 4. And in our last example here, we can let's copy out the question first. 12x to the 5 divided by 6x to the 4. This means 12x to the 5 over 6x to the 4. And so 12 divided by 6, that's 2. So I can write equals 2. And then we've got 5x's timesing on the bottom, on the top, 4x's timesing on the bottom. And so I've got x to the power of 1 left. But whenever we have x to the power of 1, we just write it as x. And so that's our final answer there. Okay, so just subtract those powers from one another when you're dividing these things, and that's how you simplify them. Have a go at simplifying some on exercise 13.09.